Good morning. Hello, ladies. Okay, we are back at it again. How lucky are we? Take your feet nice and wide. You're going to just take your fingers and put them on the sides of your hips. And then I want you to squeeze the elbows together. So you're not resting the hands on your hips, you're just folding them there. Now with those elbows squeezing in your chest pad, I want you to hinge forward. Just come down a little bit. Enough that you feel like you got to get your belly working. So pull that up and into the spine. And now come back up to standing. You're going to take your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reach them nice and straight. And now this time you're going to hip hinge with your arms up. And then come back to standing. Take your left hand onto the right and pull it over to the left. And then switch it and go the other way. And we're going to do this a few more times because it feels so good. Okay, take your hands by your side. Big deep breath. Sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Now you're going to fold all the way down this time with your feet far apart. Let your head go. You're just looking towards the back of the room. Try to unweight the upper body if you're ready to, and keep those legs as straight as you can get them. From here, you're going to inhale to a flat back. And then exhale, fold it down. We're going to walk our hands to the front of the mat. We're going to meet in a plank position. From here, we're going to pull through to a down dog. You're going to bring your feet in 4 to 6 inches, and you're going to pedal. So one heel up, the other one down. Keep that going. Make sure you take lots of big breaths today, really super important. Now come up on both toes as high as you can with the heels, and then come back forward to plank. Take it back to a down dog, and come back forward to plank. And just oscillate. Do this a few more times. Great way to warm up your shoulders and your back. Make sure you're drawing the stomach up and in towards the spine. Okay, on this last one, when you're in plank, step your feet in so now you're in bear pose. And just hold this pose for a few breaths. Now drop the knees down to the floor. We're going to do some cat-cow. So you're going to arch the back. And then reverse it. You want to drop into the shoulders, take your gaze forward. Do it again. And 3 or 4 more of these. Why not? Can't think of any reason. Feels so good. Okay, let's all meet back in plank, high plank. And this time you're going to step your left foot up between your hands and sweep your left arm out to the side and up to the ceiling. And then put it back down. Do the same on the other side. Right foot up, right arm sweeps up. Here we go again, other side. Left foot forward, left arm up, and switch. One more time on each leg. Try to be as graceful as you can. Okay, let's meet back in plank and go right to your down dog. We're going to start to lift that left leg up. Keep your hips even, and then switch, lift the right. Just keep walking the legs up one at a time. Keep them nice and straight. Okay, on this next one, I'm going to have you open your hip. So leg up, hip opens to the ceiling, bend at the knee, lift your knee up a little higher, switch sides. Right leg up, right hip to the sky, bend at the knee, lift a little higher, come back down with that leg, come back forward to plank, and back to your down dog, and plank, 5 times. Nice job. Walk your feet all the way forward to the middle part of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. You're just hanging out in this forward fold. Now you're going to pedal at the knees. One knee bends, one straightens. Nice. Now turn to face the right side of your room and take your feet far apart. They should be pointing straight ahead. Now fold your upper body down so your head hovers just above the floor. From here, fingertips only on the mat. Inhale, lift up, flat back. Fold back down. Do that 4 more times. Inhale on the up, exhale on the down. Hold on the up, left arm out to the side, lift it straight up from the shoulder going up to the ceiling. Put that one down, do the same on the right. Right shoulder up, and switch. Try to lift it a little higher each time you go at it. Okay, top of the head hovers above the floor. Relax here, 3 big breaths. Legs are straight. Shift your hips backwards. Walk your hands forward off the mat on the floor as far as you can reach the mat. Get that little tug of war going on. Inhale to a flat back, fingertips back on the floor on your mat. Fold it back down. Inhale to a flat back. Now I want you to bend your right leg. Let your toes come up on the left foot. And then switch sides. Bend into the left leg, right toes up. Just do that a few more times, going side to side. And trying to improve your range of motion. Now, straighten both legs. Let the head come all the way back down again. Walk those feet together. Turn back and face forward. Hands to the floor. Step back to your plank. Hold on this spot. Drop that chest into the shoulders a little bit so that upper back is nice and flat. Belly in, legs straight. Just breathe. Okay, let's put our knees down. We're going to start with kneeling kickbacks. So you're going to be on your knees. Grab a weight that you can do a tricep kickback with. We're going to start with the right hand. So I'm in my quadruped position, elbow up, and I'm going to kick that weight back with control and bring it forward. So I'm taking it back till my arm is completely straight with my elbow at the height of the shoulder. So you got to keep the elbow up. You want to be careful that you're not swinging the weight. You want to think of the motion as I'm just gonna move this weight back and forth with control. And when you're tired on that side, you can't really maintain your form, switch to the opposite hand. Take the elbow up and the arm long. You want to be mindful not to let your shoulders roll forward. Nice and steady. When you're tired on that side, go back to the starting side. Keep going. Make sure you haven't dropped your face. You want to be just looking forward of your mat. Try to be mindful to keep a small, light, very light grip on your weight, so you're not squeezing. Switch sides when you're ready. Going back to the other side, one last round. Switching for the last time. Keep that neck nice and long. You shouldn't feel anything with your face up. Just don't drop it. Okay. I think we've killed these triceps a little bit. We're going to meet in a plank position. And we're going to march our feet. So get up into your high plank. You're going to lift that left leg up and then the right. And just keep walking the feet. Lifting and lowering with lots of control. Very little movement with the hips. Keep your shoulders right on top of your wrists. Leg lifts up, get the leg nice and long. Keep going. Okay, meet me in a downward facing dog. Here's your little reprieve. Just breathe. Come back to plank. Step your knees into bear. 1 inch off the floor. Hold on this spot 5 breaths. Okay, put your knees down. You're going to kick those feet out to the side. We're going to give our wrists and our hands a little bit of a break. So let's get our band. The hardest one you have, we're going to work our outer hips and then our inner thighs. So wrap the band just above your ankles and lie it down. Legs are nice and straight. Flex your feet. Open up nice and wide. Come back together with a lot of control. So let's think of this as 3 counts out and 3 counts back. You're trying to open the band as wide as you can each time. Let's do 5 more and then we're gonna fold it out. Okay, hold it out on this one, as wide as you can. Move your feet forward a couple of inches, but let's keep that lower back down on the floor. Just hold, breathe, relax your shoulders. Now go out an inch and in 1 inch. It's a very small movement with control. Hold it out. Little farther out. Pull those feet farther apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Get rid of the bend. You're going to come into a bridge with your feet flat on the floor, walking those feet close to your butt. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. We have our feet hip width apart. Lift them nice and high. Now I just want you to squeeze the knees into each other so they're connected. And then open them back out. Come in and squeeze. And open back out. Now walk your feet a little further apart and do the same thing. Squeeze in, open up. Don't let the hips lower when you bring the knees together. So it's almost like 3 counts in, 3 counts out, with a little squeeze in the middle. Open your feet a little further. Keep going. Now hold the legs out. Lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Walk the feet so they're hip width apart. Take the right leg straight out so both your thighs are at the same height. Keeping the weight in the heel on the left foot, I want you to bridge it up. Just hold the bridge. Hips should be nice and even. Now you're going to tap that right heel to the floor and pick it back up just to the height of the other leg. No higher. Do 5 more. Keep those hips nice and quiet. Okay, hold the leg up, right at the height of the other one, and then slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, lower down. Put the right heel down. Switch legs, left leg out. Bridge up. Pushing through that right heel. Now slowly lower the left leg, lift it back up to your starting point. No need to go any higher. Make sure your right knee is not opening to the side. You want to isometrically activate that inner thigh. Let's do 5 more. Keep that butt firing up so those hips are up. Okay, hold the leg up. One vertebrae at a time, come down nice and slowly. Now put that foot on the floor, bring both knees up and into the chest. Make a nice big circle with each knee. Okay, rock and roll yourself up. You're gonna find your chest press weight. We're gonna do chest presses. And we are going to do flies and lat pulls and tricep kickbacks. So we're starting with presses. Palms face forward. Arms are nice and straight. Keep your wrist neutral. Press your lower back into the floor. Elbows come down and press back up. Make sure the weights connect at the top. Give that chest a little squeeze. And keep going. Make sure your neck stays nice and long. You've got that low back on the floor. Okay, we're going to start at the top. You're going to turn your hands now so they face each other and start your flies. So you open up nice and wide, squeeze and pull them back together at the top. Work whatever range you're able to. Keep that lower back down. You're working those abdominal muscles the entire time by pressing them down. You get the back of the arms touching the floor every time. Do 5 more. Okay, so now we're going to start at the top with the arms connected. Your weights are touching. Your wrists are still neutral. So here you want to keep the arms long. Don't bend at the elbow. Take them back. Nice and straight. And pull forward. Really try to slow it down when you're going backwards. You want to really resist it. Make sure you exhale as you pull them forward, inhale as you go back. Slower is better, especially on this arm exercise. Try to do 5 more if you can. You can always lower one of the weights. Okay. I'm going to open my palms. Start my tricep extensions. Please make sure there's no movement between the elbow and the shoulder. You just tap the weights down to the shoulder Take them back up to a straight arm. Again, you really want to resist it going down. Coming up, you can do whatever pace works for you. I know we've already done triceps at the beginning of class, so we're not going to need to be here long. Try to squeeze in 8 or 10 reps if you can. Okay. Those weights down. We're going to do a little Pilates style sit-up series. So we have 10 repetitions to do. Start with your arms out in front, sitting up nice and tall. You're going to C-curve the spine and come down really slowly. Take the arms all the way back behind you. And as soon as the thumbs have hit the floor, start to work them forward. Tuck your chin, roll up, roll forward. So your spine is long, you're reaching forward, and now you're taking it right back down again. Try to go at a nice, slow, steady pace without any jerkiness. When you come up, it's really important to draw the stomach in. When you give yourself that little forward lean, you should be feeling a nice stretch in the back of those legs. So maybe we're halfway. Try to get in 5 more. It's all about control. Working on the last 2. Okay, last time to come up, get back up on the feet. Pick up the heaviest weights you have for bicep curls and squats. So feet are a little wider than hip width. We're going to squat down and hammer curl up. So your palms are facing each other. Squat down, curl up. Nice. Try to keep the weight in the back of the feet. And try to get that booty down. Right? Try to work on that range. Now remember, we're not rounding the upper back. It's just about dropping that booty down. Lots of control. Lots of breathing. Okay, let's add on a press up here. When you get up, press the weight straight up, straight down, and back to your curl. Keep that belly. Pulling in. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale out as you come up. Try to pick your pace up a little bit. Get the heart rate up a little bit. Nice job. 5 more. Last one. Nice. Put them down. We're going to do a little rotation with our band. So, using my red one, just above my wrist. Going to get into a split lunge. Heel up nice and high in the back. Giving myself a big forward lean. Open up the band. Start rotating. Left, back, opposite way. Back, center. So go left, come back, and go right. Keep your forward lean. Keep your arms long. And keep that band pulling apart. The whole time, no release on this one. Left and right. Okay, come back center. Open that band, release it. Open it, release. Keep going. Big forward lean. Pull it apart, release it. You have 5. Lean more forward. 4, 3, 2, open, release it. Switch your feet. Right foot forward, left leg back. High on the toes. If this isn't challenging for your arms, you need to switch to the heavier band. Take it out. Give me a big lean forward. You got to go for it. Now, get the band tight. As tight as you can. Go right, back center, and left. Keep that band tight the whole time you're rotating. So we really only have 10% of our body weight on that back foot. You're loading up that front leg. Keep the band tight. You have 3 more. Hips stay nice and quiet. It's just the upper body rotating. Come back square. Close the band. Pull it apart. Give me a bigger lean forward. Open. Release. Open. Release. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was getting hard. Okay, don't get rid of your band, but stand up tall, feet hip width. This is more like rehab or stretching. So, band is loose, tighten it, lift the arms up. All the way. All the way. Come back down. Release the band. Do it 3 more times. Tighten it, lift it. Straight up, bring it back down. Release it. 2 more. Open, lift, reach, 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 lower, While you're lowering it, you got to keep it really tight. Last one. Okay. Whew, we are done with the band. Back down on the floor. We're going to get onto our right side. So you're lying on your right hip. You can either be up on your elbow, or you can be all the way down with the arm going straight back behind you and your head resting on the arm. Now you're just going to lift that left leg up. This is like a Pilates exercise. Make a little circle with the left leg. Okay, we're waking up this left hip, working on our mobility, which is good for you. Keep the circle in control. Don't make it too big, because I don't want your hips to move. I just want the leg pulling out of that hip and circling. So get that leg straight. Now go the other way. Change your circle direction. So we like to have our hips stacked when we do this. So make sure your left hip isn't rolling backwards. Now just go up and down. Maybe 3 or 4 inches in each direction. Pulling the heel out towards the front of your room. Now come back to that little circle forward. Little circle in the other direction. Don't keep that leg too low. You got to lift it up. Go up and down a little. 3 or 4 inches, that's it. Focusing on the up. Think of it as lifting up while you push the heel out. Okay, bend your legs. Let the left knee rest on the right, just for a second. Tap out that hip. Give it a little punch to get some blood flow back there. Now you're just going to lift the left knee, keep the heels together, and then lower it. Lift it. It's like a clamshell. Don't let the hips roll back or you're not going to feel this. Lift and lower the knee, your feet stay touching. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Roll on to the other side. Then we've got some stretches and we're done. So this is your last big effort. So, right leg up, flex your foot, push your heel away from you and start your small circle. Please don't let your hips move. Switch your direction. You should almost be feeling this right out of the gate. Go up and down. Come back to your circle. Change your direction. Keep the leg up, don't let it get low. Up and down. Circle it forward. Go backwards. Go up and down. Nice. Bend your legs. Both knees and feet connect. Lift that right knee up and lower it. Don't let that right hip go backwards, even if it limits your range. Okay, roll onto your back. Take a full body stretch. Point and flex the feet. Keep your arms back there. Arms are nice and long. Now bring your arms back by your side on the floor. Get nice and flat on your shoulder blades. You're going to pick your right foot up off the floor 4 inches and go up and down with a straight leg. While you do this, draw the belly down. This is working the quad and the hip flexor a little bit. And nice little lengthening. Switch legs. Okay, draw both knees into the chest. Make a nice little circle with each knee going out to the side, nice and wide, so you feel the inner thighs stretch. Okay, we're going to cross the right knee over the left. You're going to bring the knees in towards you. See if you can grab the outsides of your feet and pull them towards you. So you're stretching that glute on the right side if you've got your right knee on top. Switch it, left knee on top. Find those feet, bring them in. Okay, let's all meet in a happy baby. Heels up, knees down. Okay, bring the knees together, rock and roll yourself up onto your feet. We're gonna hang out here on the toes just for a sec. Get those heels up, get your knees pulling in towards each other. And now take it right to a full forward fold. Straighten out your legs. Completely unweight the upper body by folding the arms. Okay, one more stretch. Take your hands above the knees. You're going to come up nice and slow. We're going to take the right foot, step it back as far as you can, keeping both heels down on the floor. So make sure you've got good distance so you don't feel wobbly. You're going to walk your hands down your leg, keep your spine long. Hold on this spot with your hands just above the ankle. Both legs are locked out straight here. That's really important. Now we're going to do a full forward fold over the front leg. Let your head go. Fingertips only. Not a lot of weight in those hands. Okay, inhale to a flat back. Walk your hands back up your leg. We're going to step the back foot forward and switch sides. Make sure you got both heels down, but your feet are nice and far apart. Come on down, just till the hands reach the ankle. Hold on that spot. Let's do a full fold over the leg. Let your head go. 10% weight in the hands, no more, just there for balance. Hands back to the ankle. Inhale to a flat back. Walk it all the way back up. Step your back foot forward. You're going to take your hands to your quads. Push those hips back. Slide down nice and slowly. Your feet are hip width apart. Once your hands get to your ankle, start to slide back up. We haven't rounded the back and we haven't bent the legs. Come back down again. Come back up. And just do it one more time. You're wading into your heels here. Come back up. Right arm up. Reach it straight up and then take it over. And then switch sides. Left arm straight up to the ceiling. And then over. Nice job. Big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! We got it done. How are the girls?
Nice day, ladies.
Thank you.